This took place in early summer, Canal, British Columbia, Canada. I need help identifying a creature that me and a friend of mine have seen multiple times. It was at least 7 feet tall, with skin pale as snow. It also had a gaping mouth, no genitals to identify gender, and no eyes. The eyes seemed to be covered by a layer of skin. I have seen it running inhumanly fast through the field behind my house and easily jumping a 5-foot fence and disappearing into the woods. My friend saw it while she was working and gave me the details about what she had seen. She had thought she saw a person standing 5 feet away in the woods out of the corner of her eye, and when she looked directly at it, it quickly turned around and sprinted deep into the woods. I have never told her what I'd seen until today, and the details she gave me matched up with what I saw. If anyone has any information on what this thing could be, please let me know. I have seen the creature 2 times since I last updated. The next time I saw it, it was nighttime, and the creature was running through the field on my property, and it then jumped a fence into my neighbor's yard and disappeared into the darkness. 2 weeks went by, and nothing happened regarding the creature until one night. I was laying in bed, trying to go to sleep, and then I heard footsteps walking around outside my window. I thought that maybe one of the dogs were outside, so I went to let them in. But when I opened the door and yelled both of the dogs' names, no dogs came back. I called them 3 more times, and then I heard footsteps walking up to my left. When I looked over, I noticed something. There was a face peeking around the wall of the house and looking at me. I froze up and stared back at it and noticed that it either had pitch black eyes or no eyes at all, and there was no nose, just skin pale as snow. I started to go back up into the house when this thing slowly moved its head back around the corner, and I could no longer see it. I spent the rest of the night checking doors and windows, making sure they were locked and covered. I lay down in bed and tried not to fall asleep, but I ended up falling asleep anyways. When I woke up, it was about 9 a.m. I had instantly remembered what had happened last night and shot up out of bed and to the back door to go outside, and without hesitation I opened the door and stepped outside. I walked towards the side of the house I saw it in and noticed that there were scratches on the wall and grass had been ripped out of the ground and thrown at the wall about a foot away from the scratches, and I have not seen it again since that happened. I'm going to buy a trail and I will try to get it on camera. I will update again as soon as possible. So about a month ago, I uploaded my second update about the creature I have been seeing, and since then, I have seen it on multiple occasions. The creature doesn't seem to care if it is day or night that it hunts, wanders, and it seems to be quite intelligent. About a week after my last post, I was sitting outside on my back porch, facing the field. When I saw it again, it was running through my field as it has done many times before, but this time it stopped in the middle, near a row of about 3 or 4 trees. and it quickly moved its whole body to face me. I was then filled with an extremely strong sense of dread, and I could hear a voice at the back of my mind saying, "Get back inside," over and over again. But I couldn't move. The creature then started running towards me, and I still couldn't move. But then it quickly turned around a full 180 degrees and ran towards the forest. After it had effortlessly jumped the back fence, I could move again, and I ran inside so fast that I hardly even noticed that I did. The next time, I was sitting in the living room watching TV when I heard a loud pounding coming from the roof of the bathroom. I instantly froze up and felt the same feeling of dread I had before. I didn't even have to ask myself what had caused it. My mind had instantly went back to that creature. After what felt like hours of sitting there, still as a statue, I finally worked up the nerve to go upstairs to the bathroom and check it out. I didn't know what I was going to do up there, but I still told myself to check the bathroom. After seeing nothing and not hearing any more sounds, I decided to go to bed and hopefully get some sleep. But sleep wasn't going to happen. I lay down in bed and stared at the ceiling for about 10 minutes. And when I'm about to fall asleep, I hear a loud banging at my window. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to tell myself, "It's just your imagination." But that wasn't going to work. I heard it again. And this time, I sprung up out of bed, ran upstairs to my linens closet, and picked up my compound bow case. I tried to open it, and then remembered it was locked. In my panic, I couldn't think of where my keys were, and ended up breaking the case and retrieving my compound bow and a few arrows. I realized that a compound bow is not a great weapon for this situation, but it's all I can think of using to defend myself, and I sat on the couch for the rest of the night. I didn't sleep a wink, and all night I kept hearing small bumps and taps on the living room windows. And every time I would jump at the sound of it and try to tell myself that it's all in my imagination. I sat there until the sun came up and I finally calmed down. The adrenaline from the situation had kept me up, but now I was so tired I could hardly get up from where I sat. When I finally got up, I put my bow back in its case, cursed at myself for breaking the case, and moved it into my bedroom. 2 days ago was the last time I saw it since posting this, but this time, it was just running through the field as usual. I will keep updating if I see this creature again, and I have a feeling that it's not going to leave anytime soon.